Test. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to the Apex VC tournaments. I'm here today as your host and organizer, APXDMN, second program, Chote Daemon desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Together with me is no less than Pandaran. Please introduce yourself, Pandaran.
Konpanda, konbawa. Hi everyone, my name is Pandaran. I am a Twitch streamer, and yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Apex.
Pandaran will be co-casting with me and helping me together during this tournament. So thank you so much for accepting my invitation for this Apex VC tournaments.
Oh, of course. How could I refuse? With so much talent on the cast today.
Alright, so let's just give a little bit of a quick rundown on what tournament this is. So this is an Apex Legends tournament, and we don't have a prize for this one, so nothing's up for grabs yet. Alright, so but we do have the scoring system. We do record the scoring system so that I can invite in the next tournament, which is gonna be Apex Invitational. And so let's go ahead and talk about the scoring system. So we'll use the standard scoring system, which is we got a placement points and also kill points. So for the first place you get 12 points, second place you get 9 points, third place you get 7 points, fourth place you get 5 points, fifth place you get 4 points, sixth and seventh place get 3 points, 8th until 10th place you get 2 points, 11th until 15th place get 1 point, 16 to 20th have 0 points, and each kill contributes to 1 point. Alright, Pandaran, who are you rooting for in this roster today?
It's tough to say. Like we said, this is our international division. So we have VTubers from all across the globe here today. And a lot of very talented VTubers and a lot of very talented players all here today. Personally, I don't know, man. I mean, Team 3, I think had a lot of very good and talented players, and also Team 2. Team 2, in doing some research, having a look, very promising players, very, very talented. They're able to put on quite the show for us, I hope, today. But then we also have like so many other just great people that I hope they're able to just have fun, have a good time, and we'll see how well they're able to perform, you know?
Yep, that's right. So this is an international tournament. So although the tournament is originally intended for the Southeast Asia, but only for today, we're having people from all over the world. But you know, if they're like from distant places, they're probably gonna have to struggle with the ping as well. So they'll have to get that into account. But nonetheless,
yes, teams. Ooh, my apologies. I was just going to say, teams like Team 6, unfortunately, are going to have to deal with that sort of 300 ping debuff, because that is our local, or one of our local NA teams. So that is a bit unfortunate that has to happen, but that's just the way the internet works, baby.
Yep, the participant has already consent to playing with whatever pings that they get based on their location. They have already been informed that it's a Singapore server. But nonetheless, we do have, like Pandaran said, it's a NA VTuber. We got Korean VTubers, we got Japanese VTubers, we got Indonesian VTubers, Singaporeans, and we even have Thailand VTubers, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, there was a Philippines. I think there was a Philippines too. Yep, but there's like Taiwan as well. Yep, we got Taiwan VTubers as well. So this is
talent from all over.
Yep, it's definitely. We're gonna see people we've never seen before, and if you're interested, don't forget you can always support these VTubers. Each team have at least one person streaming, so you can always check on their POV. After this, you can try searching for hashtag APEXVC, or you can just search the terms APEXVC to find their POVs.
And like you said, Apex, though, you said something just then that I really want to highlight. We do have a lot of people here that are veterans from your Apex tournaments, but I'm really, really curious to see how some of these wild cards sort of shake up the game. You know, we have people that are incredibly talented and have performed in many of your tournaments before, but now we have, though they are debuffed, like we said, with some of these ping problems, their unknown talent.
Yeah.
Their strategies and the way that they want to play the game, and maybe on their local servers, the way that they train could be completely different to what our normal veterans in these competitions are used to.
Yep, exactly. Like even in ALGS, you have like a different meta in Japan and different meta in like North America. So you're probably gonna see something interesting today. We're probably gonna see like completely different. In fact, maybe we're gonna hop in and see, you know, how the other VTubers communicates with each other. So I'm sure many of these are in English, but we also have some Taiwan and perhaps some Japanese team. We can probably try and see how it works for them. We're right now just waiting for the VTubers to get in their room. So as soon as everybody gets in their room, we're probably gonna give it a few minutes before we start. So I just wanna give a quick shout out. As you can see in this screen, there's our previous champions behind us. So behind me is Nani the Hack, the champion of MyVT Apex 1, and the cast are Hiramafu, Kyozaki, and Zack. So they performed really well in the first tournament. Is the one that the first one that I've made, and it was like nerve-wracking for me. But nonetheless, they did a huge performance, and Zack became like very famous for being really good at Apex Legends starting from this point onwards. So hopefully we'll get to see someone new today, because Zack is not in this tournament for today. In fact, he didn't join any of the tournament this time around. I think he's a little bit busy. So we'll definitely see some new superstars coming up.
And that's the thing, everyone has the chance to step up onto the big stage. The veterans before had their opportunity, and we've seen some incredible talent showcased right here. But yeah, like you said, we got a lot of new people, to step up onto that big stage.
All right, so not forgetting the other champion. We got I think it's MyVT Apex 2 just behind Pandaran there. That's Laomi 02K together with Bunny Lulu, and I think it is Rio, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, I forgot his name. But anyway, but they're the second champion. And my third tournament is Ashari Ari and his teammates. But the scap isn't done yet, so I'm sad to say that although the tournament ended like, was it April, I think. Yep, it's been a few months now, but we had a bit of an issue, but it's currently being done, so don't worry about that. We'll see that champion drawings soon.
Hung up on the Hall of Fame.
Yep. So that's what is at stake here. Although, you know, this time we don't have any prize around, but this could determine whether or not you can join Apex Invitational. Not forgetting, if you're interested to sponsor me and my future tournaments, you can always donate to me down in the description below. There's a little link, my Streamlabs link. Please donate to my Streamlabs link, as I will use those funds to fund my next tournament. So in my next tournament will be a prize tournament. So hopefully we'll get to you know, at least give a big grand prize, and then any extra cash that I get, I will give it out to as like what do you call that? As a lucky draws. Yep. So there's a lot of lucky draw winners in my previous tournaments. Definitely.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
All right, so let's talk about today's game. So we're gonna start with the first map on Storm Point. So we're gonna play one map each, and we're gonna start with Storm Point. And just today we have an update. So what do you think of the updates so far, Pandaran?
That's what I was going to mention, is that we are in fact running on the latest version, the latest update, which could shake things up quite a lot for a lot of our players. We've got a lot of the, you know, things like the R301 now back on the ground, back out there in the wilds for people to go and collect as many of them as they want. They want to go out there and dual wield R301s, go ahead. But the big one that I'm going to be looking for is, I want to see, I saw currently throughout this season the wingman popping off, right? Like, it's always popped off, but specifically for this season, I've seen the wingman absolutely be popping off, and I am excited to see if these crafting locations actually become hot zones for people that just want to be able to have a wingman on their sidearm. They just want that wingman, they want that cracked 4 headshot damage, easy secured kill. And I'm excited to see if these crafting locations become hot zones, because, I mean, it's your only way you're going to be getting one now.
So we got like 2 weapons down in the replicator, and that's a wingman and the car SMG. So two of the most famous guns right now is in the replicator. So that's really gonna switch up a lot. Like a lot of people like will always favor wingman, and especially after drop you get a wingman that's like an almost instant win in your early fight, but right now they have to win their fight first and probably replicate afterwards. So we're gonna see a lot of like different strategy this time around, and it'll be fresh because update is just up like this morning if I'm not mistaken. That's right, so none of these people probably have trained enough with this new meta. So
I saw a lot of people scrambling to get some last minute training in. I'm assuming it was mainly to do with being able to land, pick up a 301 and immediately go into engagements with that. But just in general, there's you know, it's been shaken up quite a bit. I don't believe there was any actual sort of like scaling changes with this update. I think it was mainly just shifting the weapon rotation of the crafting and such around. Am I correct in that?
There's a huge changes for Lifeline actually. Lifeline gained major buff. Like I'm talking major buff. Like her ultimate went from 5 minutes cooldown to 3.5 minutes. That's 1.5 minutes cut off. And not only that, like when you use Lifeline ultimate right now, it doesn't beam like the beacon light for everyone to see. It doesn't anymore. It will only appear after the what do you call that, the care package landed. So people can't really pinpoint a Lifeline team until the care package landed on the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if a lot of teams, knowing that this buff is now live, want to sort of risk it for the biscuit and go ahead and throw a lifeline in on their team. If they have lifelines that are already trained and a part of their team, I'm sure they're going to be ecstatic that they get this buff. It's basically specifically for this tournament is what it feels like. So it'll be interesting to see if people want to sort of go out of their comfort zone to get that lifeline on there. But let's see, we've got teams being formed now.
Alright, we got a usual Gibraltar. We got a lot of Raze around. Of course, Raze is a very popular pick, very good survivability. And I see a few Seer here, which is a very interesting pick. She hasn't been really like a mainstream pick, but I guess something changed recently. I don't know, probably not, but maybe a little bit of meta changes.
This is your champion.
Maybe. Quite a lot of Valkyrie, though, is what I'm seeing as well.
Look at that, look at that. We got Shirosaki Mato showing off that master badge. Alright, so let's just have a look at...
You got it, you might as well flex it, as they say.
I bet that's a good spot.
Right, let's go and look at Shirosaki Mato, the champion POV right now.
Diving straight on down, wants to get into that fight as quickly as possible.
Yep, definitely going into the best loot spot right in the Storm Point. And that is the... I forgot what his place name is. It's the Barometer, and it is uncontested. So they're gonna get at least guaranteed 1 purple armor right in the middle here, excuse me. So
they're gonna be picking up and taking all of that loot in that entire area.
Yep.
Getting completely stacked.
Yep. We can see Rumi Naita already have the purple armor, and she didn't even come from the middle, so I'm guessing they're gonna be at least purple blue for this team, most likely. So let's look and see if there's like any contest coming out. We got in northwest side about at least 3 teams over there. We got 1 fight coming up right in the middle, a very hot spot for early fight. Jonji taking some serious damage, left with 1 HP. Well, not exactly 1 HP, but he managed to probably fly up.
Yeah, really got to use that aerial mobility with Valkyrie there to be able to get out of those situations. And with the roof being so open, you're really able to get up there to be able to heal up. But
oh, and Jonji is down right now, so that's just not good enough to get himself in safety. But can the teammate be able to salvage this situation? Well, the enemy is not exactly pushing in, so they actually have a chance here. They're waiting for that revive sound, and then gonna... Oh no, they get a view of that with only the Mozambique. 45 damage using the Mozambique, but they just white, blue. The enemy has a purple. Then Bloodhound is down, leaving only the Pathfinder. probably gonna have to run for it. Oops, and the Pathfinder is out. That is our
Not
first team
quite
out of the
able
day.
to get out of there.
It's a very
Unfortunate.
unfortunate fight.
But most fortunate for Team 14, able to now get all the loot in this whole area. Stack themselves up, get themselves prepared for the next engagement.
Yeah, and there's no one nearby too, so they're gonna be good for a quick while here. But we do see Checkpoint having like multiple teams. Oh, I think this team is just gonna probably ditch away from this location because it's just not that safe over here. But roughly everyone is quite equally spread out here, and we got one team doing IMC without anyone coming nearby.
He's able to play a little bit of Titanfall too and get some NPC kills here. Get some quick loot.
It's a new addition to the game. Oh my god. I'll do my job.
Overland active status sentries.
Alright, I'm back.
Yes, they know they want to be killing these robots as quickly as possible. They know they want these sentinels all dead and out of here because the faster they get the kills, the better loot they can collect from this system.
Yep, and not only that, they're also farming damage from these robots, giving them better armor by the time they're done. But this is only, like, it's a very risky move to do. Like, anyone can just camp outside, but there's no one else outside.
Very loud. It's a very loud and proud strategy to take.
Look at Team 20 right now coming in for the replicator. There's actually a team nearby. And they probably know, they probably saw that replicator going on. So we might see a fight right here. Yep, oh, light magazine is in a replicator today, so bless all the light magazine users. But this team is pretty stacked out with purple, blue. And they just took the replicator and just gonna be on their way. Okay. Just a little drive-by replicator. So the 300 ping team decided like they probably don't want to engage yet, so they're gonna move around. Probably gonna take that IMC.
Understandable.
Most likely.
Yeah, they want to get looted up and then begin their engagements with whatever advantage that they can get. But at the same time, engagements are very important in this game when it comes to that loot economy. You don't want to be at a certain point in the game with no kills under your belt, not only because of points, but also just because of that loot economy, because you're not going to be finding stuff as quickly as if you're stealing it off of other people that are finding it for you.
Yep, that's why in some games, like having a Loba can actually give you this kind of new strategy where you don't have to engage. But definitely, it's just a lot better if you're able to engage and earn some points and loot at the same time.
Exactly. 2 birds, 1 stone.
They'll be playing very careful here and using the Seer's ability to detect enemies nearby. One of my favorite thing about having a Seer in your team is that you'll never get caught by surprise.
Yeah, a fantastic character for just being able to really get all the information, know all the pieces that are on the board, know where everyone is, how lit everyone is. Moving over here, though, with the Gibraltar, Bloodhound, and Horizon.
And a Bocek Horizon, all that. Ooh, look at that 44 damage. But they took some trade off.
Bocek has been very popular, I've noticed, since the Wingman has gone into the crafting. I've noticed that it looks like Bocek might even be replacing it.
I see. But,
a lot of people really like that big spike damage.
Yep. Now there's a huge difference between the Wingman and the Bocek, as in like their draw speed, their firing speed, and Bocek is just like 2 times harder than Wingman. Although being like almost
it
about
really
the same
is.
power,
It really is. But I've just noticed that people are trying, like, almost grasping at straws to get that fresh Wingman spike damage back without needing to go to a replicator.
They just
and
wasted their dome here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. They've just been trading shots here, hoping for probably getting a crack, but I don't think they're even able to push fast because they don't really have any mobility character. But another team actually came in. And they realize that they're being
that ring is closing in as well.
Nope, they're just gonna fly away now, taking the Valkyrie ultimate away. So they have to fight another day.
fantastic use of the Valkyrie ultimate. They know they have that ring closing in behind them. They know that pressure is building, and they know there's multiple teams in the area. They just have to get out of there, reset, recover, and get ready for the next fight.
Actually, IMC has been pretty famous in tournaments because it gives you. Oh my god, I think I'm bugged.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Team
I need to
14.
do something about this.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, okay.
There we go.
There we
Fantastic.
go.
I was just
Like
about
it.
to mention though, it looks like a lot of the people are really skirting around that edge of the ring. Everyone really seems to be positioned around the edge.
Yep, and there's almost
obviously
nobody from in the middle. I guess it's because
Yeah.
the ring closes down to what I call a Jurassic Park, and the antenna
Yes.
is not exactly a famous place to be in. So we will see a lot of fights around the edges, and especially Barometer here. We got Mato still bunkering up. They have got full team of purple here. They don't have any
Yeah,
damage.
people really trying to avoid some of those more I don't know, difficult areas, like you said, with Satellite and Jurassic Park. Because Jurassic Park causes its own problems, and Satellite is both very open or very narrow.
There was a fight here happening in
Oh,
I didn't even
no.
notice what happened here. But Ice Cream Man just secured one kill team, and they got 1 kill, 1 assist, 2 assists on the Valkyrie, and 2 kills, 1 assist on the Gibraltar. Alright, so we got some serious concentration down here in the south.
There's a
Oh, they are
lot of
wide
teams.
open over there, right out in the middle there. That's Mato's team, if I'm not mistaken. They got a triple stack, but they end up in a pretty bad location. That's Yuna's dead box over there. And it's gonna be very difficult to retrieve this dead box because it's right out in the open up in here.
Yeah, it's a difficult task. I don't know if they'll be able to collect it, unfortunately.
Ruminata is down with the Mato still alive and making a run for it. Meanwhile, another team is eyeing up on what they can do. Look at that. That's a 410 scope there.
Ooh.
Ooh, with the longbow, hitting 5 damage.
Oh, able to get some of that damage. Have some of that spike damage, that 55. Boost their shields up. That's all they needed from that engagement. They didn't need anything more than that. They just needed to be able to get them extra shields.
Did I say that out loud? Never mind.
Alright, so we got a few rats here. Ruminata is still in the game, just crawling through as much
Really
as she
in the
can
trenches.
get. You can see the other
Enjoying
team.
that lovely lovely Storm Point water. Those lovely white beaches.
And Mato is just hoping that they don't see. Oh, Ruminata got killed, beamed by the other team on the. Oh, he might have been seen by the other team. Did they see?
Spotted what we science folk call a baddie.
Alright, probably nothing yet for now. Yep, they're gonna
Not
ditch
yet,
this area.
but it is. Cue the Metal Gear Solid music because it is. The tension is
Ding,
building
ding,
with,
ding,
with
ding,
a
ding.
position like that.
Ding, ding, ding. Alright, oh, we got a
don't
team
wanna see
flying,
it.
just fly right in front of them. They're gonna have to retreat from now. So they got the height advantage here, but they also don't have much cover to go with. Oh, that's a dome, double dome here with an ult coming up. Shubi's trying to get Jax out of the situation, trying to get some cover fire. They managed to retreat from here. And another
Really trying
team
to
is
pick up that
coming
damage.
right through
Be
their
able to
back.
crack those shields.
It seems that
Yeah, that's right.
Charge Rifle has
These
been quite a
guys-
favorite choice lately.
It really has, and here on Team 8, they can hear everything that's going on. They know what's happening. They know there's an engagement over here. and they know that they can take advantage of some cracked shields, some little extra damage.
Look at that.
And they're gonna try swoop in and try to ult some of
Ooh,
these.
76. Just one more. One more
a
headshot maybe.
beautiful
Ooh,
critical.
that's
Oh, a lovely shot.
Damn, Hawkeye, that sear straight out of the sky. Beautiful bow check shot.
They know what they did and they're very proud of it.
So we got his Amami's team. Right here, there's like multiple people here. How are they not seeing each other? Oh well, there we go. It just taken
I
direct
was
hit.
just about to say, this is the situation that you really don't want to be in, which is where you're on those blue shields. You got one person with gold shields, but
Yep.
it's not great for this stage in the game.
I'm gonna try
You
to
really want
punch
to be.
boost the down teammate right in the middle of everyone. If they can punch boost at least one more time, but it's not hitting. Okay, it's being revived right here. Is the enemies gonna push in? Actually, not really, but they are fighting over here, taking shots from far away.
Just adding some suppressive fire, it looks like. Really trying to keep these guys on this hill locked down. Maybe get some extra damage, get some extra shield charge.
Oh, Katis Miraneko just down, taken by the Gibraltar ultimate. And the enemies
That
pushing
Gibraltar
in.
ultimate is dangerous, man. You really got to keep your eyes peeled for that.
Oh, one
There's
more
not much
team
you
is
can do when it
down.
gets dropped on your head.
Me right. Trying to save it in. Nope. Too bad.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oof, the Gibraltar ulti was on point. And another team
It's
coming.
really powerful. You got to be careful.
Never mind. Heads up.
Alright, we got fights all over the place right now, so we're gonna try and stick to one fight until it's over. So we got AJ down here. We're gonna try and revive again, but Twitch Ose is now down. So they're gonna have to like make a run for it.
They really don't have much choice in a situation like this. They're locked down in this building. They got to get their teammates.
They probably have
Popped up
already
as much
used
as they
the
can.
ultimate. Yeah, Braid just used her ultimate, so it's on cooldown right now. Barely started.
A very, very high tension situation there. However, it looks like the enemies that were engaging them are now engaged in a fight of their own. So they have an opportunity to be able to heal up. Moving here over to Team 5. Looting up on the edge of the ring there.
Yep, the other team managed to get away by getting into the ring, but it's gonna take some damage.
I need snipers.
They should be able to survive this. It's only ring 2. But the next ring is gonna be very painful, and that Bangalore is actually gonna die.
Let's check this
It's looking
And
very
that's the
hot
end of
in
them.
there. Oh, unfortunate.
Amami trying to fight this out. AJ still surviving. Seems to be the last person. Oh, massive shot, but not enough. 56 on a
Not
body shot.
quite. Mastiff still
Look at that
very,
beautiful
very
armor swap.
strong. Still showing its strength, but now it is in the hands.
Alright, we got an antenna ring here, so the ring is gonna end up in a very open space. So this fight is gonna end quite earlier than funnel ring.
You really got to take whatever cover you can get in a situation like this. That ring's still closing in, still building
missing
that
all
pressure.
that shot. Oh, but luckily Bakano Kimika managed to get
So let's get you a
the revenge on that.
Ooh, going for a cheeky revive there, taking a couple shots from across the way out down there at Satellite.
No cover, just man. And we're still getting shot by a bow somewhere. I think it's Domo the Roboto. Oh my god, getting that free bow shots.
got a bogey on my marker.
But they're not moving in. We got Shuvi here fighting. Wow! They're both like literally at 1 HP and Shuvi's already dead. But they somehow managed to win that fight. And
Really
oh,
skirting by
that's a
the
Kraber
by the skin
shot!
of their teeth there.
Taking 150 damage from that.
Ooh! Who's packing the Kraber, I wonder?
I can't click on this. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
Yuzai, I think his name apparently to be Yuzai.
Oh my.
Managed to get.
Well, we're gonna see if we can see some trick shots come out here with this Kraber.
There's the sound of a respawn beacon. I don't think he'll be able to use that respawn beacon right now because there's another team right outside.
Very
Double
dangerous
team
situation.
But this team still have like triple blue, so they're probably playing Savage here with a new castle bunkering up this space. But this is not even in the ring, so they're gonna have to move out of this.
Oh.
And they won't even have their ult by then.
I was about to say this is a great place to be able to try hunker down if they're stuck with triple blues, but it's not if they're not in that ring. They're gonna get fried like some
They do have Ray
KFC.
to move out, but they won't be having any cover right now.
Over here.
Yeah, they really need to
They
get out of
managed
there.
to
And get them.
respawn Shuvi back in the fight. From that respawn.
They're gonna be able to
beacon
loot
at
up.
this one.
It's like some easy sales going around with all these death boxes on the ground. Free loot everywhere, 100% off.
Yep. We got Anju. We got a 300 ping squad coming in on this building. 38 damage on the Gibraltar and a panic dome. Taking some.
They
bow
know they've got
damage.
those red shields now.
Oh, flying off, but they got hit and cancelled the ultimate.
Oh,
No!
not able to get out of there quick enough.
Yeah, it was cancelled. But another team just fly out. Shuvi's team managed to fly out, so they're now pinned here, right in this corner.
Enemy spotted.
And the ring is closing in. They have to move too, because the circle is on the other side, and the other team is gonna be aiming for them on this side. There is no cover for them to play with. They are on the lower
There's
ground.
more enemy teams at the top of the hill there, really trying to keep them suppressed down the bottom, but there is no cover along that hill. Almost nothing.
Yep. Oh, and a Gibraltar ulti coming in, but it's probably safe because they're probably under a rock on top of them. But they tried to went out, and this is ring 3. Not an easy. Oh my god.
Not able to
died.
get out of that one. Out of the frying pan and
17
into the
on the
fire
lower
as they
ground.
stay literally getting burned up by that ring.
This is just superior high ground advantage here. But I'm surprised they're
It
not
really
being
is.
shot by somewhere else.
Admittedly, there is a little bit more cover down there right by the ring there, but the next ring is at the top of this hill, and there is nothing to block any of that enemy fire. They're sitting at the top of that hill in the ring.
The R301. Oh, the bow is just not fast enough for them to recover, but they still have 2 teammates with red armor. It's not gonna be difficult, but missing that shot. Is Mika gonna clutch this? Is a 1v1? If it's a 1v1,
1v1
gonna bat up.
situation. Bolt in hand.
Unable to hit because of all this. Oh, they managed to kill. They're gonna have to revive
So many
right
down
now.
shields.
Yep. So we
They're
got the,
immediately gonna try get that recovery.
we got the last 3 teams coming up here.
We should go here.
Bogey in
Hostile
sight.
over there.
There was a war on the other side, and meanwhile, these guys. are just-
Meanwhile. However, Team 20 knows what they're doing. Team 20 knows that once this ring starts closing, there is not a lot of cover around. And this rock admittedly is out of the ring, but it is
Yep.
going to take a while for that fire to creep up behind them. They should
Might be
look
something
for
good this
options for
They
where they
do
can
have
go
the,
next.
this is a pretty good spot. They'll be able to get a good cover from all sides.
They're not going to be able to secure some easy kill points, which they probably could be able to take. But these guys over here on Team 8 are going to try
down
and clutch
exactly
up and
at
get
1
all
HP.
these
It's
easy
down.
points.
Well,
Oh!
the ring is closing. It's gonna be very painful on the ring fight. Oh, managed to-
Such a switch up.
oh,
Able
that
to get some
clutch
shields
kill
in.
out.
Oh!
Gonna try and buy some time for the team. Let's maybe try and get a second spot. Nope. Team 20 is the champion.
And there
Let's
it
go.
is. A fantastic game.
Yeah, hot damn. That was like action packed from start to finish. Can you imagine how that is?
And which team number was that just managed to get it there? It was Ice Cream Man, so that would put us
This is
with
Team 20. The
team
champion is Team 20. Yep,
20.
that's right.
Yes, it is. Fantastic performance. I mean, I know that I went to go see Domo just earlier today. who was training on that Valkyrie. Not a usual Valkyrie player, but they did pick it up for the competitions today. And an incredible performance, honestly. A fantastic performance. They're really able to use those missile volleys to the best of their advantage. But I think where they really were able to grab the game and seize that victory was in their positioning. They knew where that ring was going to be closing in. Maybe it was just luck from where they landed and then where they approached from, but they knew that they were going to need cover. They knew that up on top of that hill, you're going to get caught out in the open. You're going to get slaughtered by a lot of enemy fire. And they held out, they waited for those fights, and they were able to seize advantage.
Yep. And here we look at the placements of all teams. We got Team 20 in number 1, Team 8 at number 2, and Team 15 at number 3.
Fantastic performance from all, though, I would say.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute,
I would say that was
minute.
pretty
Something wrong with this.
Oh. Yabe?
Okay, I think it's mostly correct. Okay, only number 20 is number 20 is Baka. Alright, so
Yeah, like I said, there was quite a few people that I noticed literally hours before the event trying to get in some warm-up, some last-minute training, being able to practice on whatever legends that they were going to be bringing to the stage today. Domo was the one that I noticed and that I was probably paying the most attention to, which I'm glad I did now, as they were able to seize that champion.
yep. So how do you think that what attributes to like the winning team, like what makes them win? What was the turning point for that team?
I really do think that it was just being able to know what was going on with the fights. Like we saw, the bottom of that hill, that ring, we were able to see it from a mile away. There is not a lot of cover in that position. As that ring closes in, you really got to be able to assess your situation, know where that ring is going, and be able to get into positions where you're going to be able to take advantage of others that might not be getting on top of that cover. Really trying to make the most of those positions where they're going to have the advantage for high ground and so on and so forth. And they, I think, were able to see that and seize the opportunity to be able to get behind some of those boulders, get into some of those crevices where they're able to keep cover. And really work around where the ring is closing in, rather than some of the other teams that were stuck at the bottom of the hill, which had literally no cover. We saw a point there where they were trying to hide behind a palm tree, because it was the only thing for, like, meters and meters where there's just no cover. No cover except for this one palm tree and a couple rocks. But they were able to seize the opportunity at the top of the hill, and then close in and take advantage of some already quite beaten up enemies.
Yep, there's actually like
so-
no single good answer in that situation, because if you're at the top of the hill, everybody can see you, but at the same time you can also have like the best view of everyone. So if you're on top of the hill, there is a risk of like multiple people shooting at you at the same time. But that's not the situation just now, as they were fighting against each other down in the lower hill in the buildings, and they just get free shot from that high hill. It's like the best case scenario.
And the ring was going to start forcing them up that hill anyway. That's the big
Yep.
thing. I think
Yeah.
if the final ring was at the bottom of the hill there, with those buildings and with all those boxes and crates and so on, it would have been a very different situation. As you said, it would have been people trying to push down the hill, really rush and close quarters, really like close that distance between the two enemy teams. But people at the top of the hill, they knew what they were doing. Team 20, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they could hold out. They knew they could wait. They knew they had ring advantage. They didn't have to worry. They weren't stressed out. They could just wait for all the enemies to start coming to them. Wait for them to start beating each other and start softening each other up, and then get forced up by the ring towards them where they could start to clean up.
That's right. But anyway, we're gonna take a short 5 minutes break before we get to the next game. Make sure to hydrate, get your toilet break, and we'll be back very soon.
See you guys.
Stay tuned.
Okie doke. Sounds good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Apex Visit Tournament. So we got a second game up soon, really soon. We're gonna start like right now, actually.
And it's a lovely day in the Outlands as we make our way over to Olympus
Right.
for game number 2 of the
So there's a big update
International.
on Olympus actually just today, together with the Lifeline update. There is a Lifeline town takeover. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna be in the tournament. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the tournament, but we can find out.
Right.
We will find out.
I wonder if teams are going to want to try to take advantage. I think that's it right now, is it not? On the loading screen? Is that the new
Yes, that is
area?
a new area. There's a Lifeline town takeover, and one of the perks is that there is actually a healing machine right in the middle where it can heal up to your entire team. And if I'm not mistaken, it does have like a limitation on how much it can heal, but there is still something because it's like an area where it is actually covers, so you could like take some serious hit, hide in there, get healed up as well as shield up by the time you can fight back at full HP. So that could be like a new strat they can explore, but you know, it's not there's not exactly enough time for them to practice all these kind of new strats because it dropped just this morning.
Exactly. And on top of that, with it being something to do with a map change, it's real hard to get some training in for a map like Olympus. You know, you got to go out of your way to go and play on the normal queue rather than competitive or anything like that where you know what the map's going to be. But here we go. Got our character selection. Everyone locking in their characters for Olympus here. Once again, looking at a couple Seers, it looks like. A lot of Valkyries. Similar sort of spread to last time, it would appear. Yes, here we go. Lovely blue skies and white clouds here on Olympus today
And let's
as we
look
get
at
into our regularly scheduled Battle Royale slaughter.
We're seeing a lot like very different oh my god, let me double check my stream. Okay, yes, okay. Right, we got a lot of very different what do you call that, a lineup this time around. We got a lot of very like
A Revenant
non-meta.
coming out.
Yeah, we got Revenant, Watson, we got Matt Maggie, we also got let's see, we got a lot what do you call that, Crypto here.
Got ourselves a bandit out there.
Definitely, yeah, definitely quite the shakeup with the spread this time. For the most part, it looks pretty similar, but there's the odd off-meta pick, it looks like.
We already have one fight coming up here, Neonwood Steam.
Off the bat.
And one person already down.
Team
Ereshka
2.
is already dead. Fighting through
I knew
the
Team 2 would be
Oasis.
performing well, but let's see how quickly they're able to sort of clean out this building and secure the area.
Yeah, they're pretty lucky with like a purple shield on drop. And that's definitely gonna be like a huge advantage in an early fights like this.
Definitely. And they're going to want to loot up and get downstairs and get some of that higher tier loot as quickly as possible.
Yep, and it's apparently it's the only team that fought on drop. And the other team retreated, I think. So we're not gonna see a squad wipeout. What team is this? I'm not even sure where I'm looking at.
Flatline here.
Oh, yep, the other team is the Yogurt and Nova Skyro, team 18. They lost Ereshka.
Team
I don't
18.
think they'll be able to get back that banner for as long as they are in that area. Actually, if they come back right now, they could actually probably pick it up, but it's a little bit too risky.
It's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. And yep,
I
they did-
imagine the Yogurt was able to get some of that aim training in before the stream started, as per usual. We'll see if it will help them out, though, now that they are one person down.
And
Let's
they
explore
decided
this
to
way.
just dish it away. Like they're not even gonna
Shotgun
look at
bolt
whether it's safe or
Level
not.
3.
Just gonna
Kind of
play it
heavy
safe.
ammo,
Try not to be like the
extended
last
mag
team,
here.
because as the
Level
last
2.
team you get 0 points. So that's not gonna help at all.
At least, possibly they'll be able to get some of those position points, clean up some easy kills, maybe on third party or something. The game isn't over. There's still a lot of opportunities to be able to still build points.
That's right.
Optics here. Close range.
Everybody's
Oh, it
pretty
looks like
spread
up
out quite-
above Fight Night, we have an engagement going on right now.
Actually,
Up at
there's
the
one
docks.
Up in the docks. In the docks, there's a guaranteed rare items up on the edge. So some people. Ooh, look at that! 59 damage from that peacekeeper. 72 damage. That's an instant down with the purple armor right inside. Beautiful peacekeeper
Just
shot.
Team 12 just sweeping through and cleaning up all those enemies.
Yep.
A fantastic performance of that peacekeeper there from Haru.
Anju is still alive with a gold. Oh my god. Yep.
Oh,
That is over for the NA squad.
unfortunate.
First team out.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Well, you can always blame the ping.
Yes, that is right. That is right. Poor Team NA. I did notice with Team NA that they were trying to use a lot of client-side characters to try counteract that ping, but it is very difficult to work around that.
I see.
Yeah, for some of our teams that are struggling with the ping, that'll be a pretty common strategy, is to go with characters that manage most of their abilities and physics and all that sort of thing client-side. So things like Pathfinder, Bloodhound, all of that, where it's nothing that you need to worry about with the servers receiving your inputs.
Now that's something that I've never really thought about before. I never really like played in a high ping servers. I think the most I've ever got was 100 when I'm playing on Japan servers. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, someone you really don't want to be having on your team if you're dealing with high ping is Valkyrie. Valkyrie's jump jets rely very highly on a good, solid connection, because if you have that high ping, you are not going to be using those jump jets. That is for sure.
Alright, we got a ring coming up in Gardens, so it's gonna be a Gardens ring, but not exactly in Gardens. It's probably gonna end up somewhere in the slope down here, where there's like multiple heights over here. So we're
Is that an engagement going on at Gardens right now?
Oh,
Between two teams?
we got Team 15, Shubi Jax and Jia,
Hostile spot.
running 2 mobile characters and 1 Gibraltar.
Sia once again coming out trying to get that information for their team. Really want to know where they're positioned, want to know how they're looking health-wise. But if Horizon's able to get that peak damage, it's really going to suppress their entire sort of push. They're not going to be able to move in. They're going to need to wait till they're fully stacked up. But they have that high ground advantage, which they're going to try to take, take advantage of.
Oh, look at that. That's a Newcastle ultimate right there, giving them like a deployed cover.
They're going to really want that to be able to take that time to be able to heal up, ready themselves, get to go again, get another engagement going, because you do not want to be starting fights with a health disadvantage in this game. It is almost a complete death sentence.
Oh, look at that.
But it's still
wingman on
long
Jax.
range. It's still a long range fight. At this point, a lot of the time, all your damage is equating to is just armor stacking.
Not only does Jack has a wingman, he also have a boosted loader, so this is actually pretty scary right now. The boosted loader helps you to reload faster and increases the total magazine size of your wingman. Oh,
It's
here
a
we
lot
go.
more bullets that you can be pumping into someone. But it looks like we're going to get our first big engagement
gonna
from Team
push.
15. Here they go.
But the other team disappeared. Where they go? So we're just gonna look at somewhere
Jax
else.
really
Yeah,
wants to be able to use that ult.
we got another
Moving over to Team
trying
3
fight.
now.
Alright, we got another fight
Donkey
over here, the
rockin'
yogurt.
Pathfinder this time.
Are they
Team
fighting?
18.
They're fighting the team that killed Erestia. Ooh! There was
Ooh,
a
a
bounce on the
fantastic
body.
burn.
Oh my god, look at that sweet R99.
This
shot.
duel as the rings closes in around
Oh
them.
my god, they managed to turn around that fight. Managed to avenge the teammate.
They're gonna need to get into that heat shield ASAP though, because this ring is moving and it ain't stopping. It got no brakes.
Wait a minute, I just realized this hit shield in this tournament, I thought they removed hit shields for tournament. Did they change that?
Well, it looks like not. It looks like they're still in. And they're taking full advantage of that to be able to try heal up, get themselves ready to then make the long sprint back into the ring.
Right here.
Look at
Meanwhile,
Shuri here.
Team 15 over here.
It's been running on adrenaline for the whole time. They are in the new lifeline takeover. There is somebody here. We're looking at Jack fighting him. Oh, we got the ult coming out.
And here we go.
Taking
Here's what
some
we were talking
serious
about at the start of the match.
Ooh.
Fight for this new area, this new zone.
Yep. They can actually heal themselves up on that thing. Do we just need to go up there and heal themselves?
Enemy here.
Well, the heal is pretty fast. Like they're already fully healed right now.
I think what is happening right now is what this zone was built for, is engagements in the middle of this fight, in the middle of this zone, all fighting over the area and all fighting to get these kill points, and then halfway through the fight, jump onto that plate,
enemy
use
went
those,
away,
those
but they're
walls
gonna-
as cover.
They're gonna run into a different team now. Yep. Oh my god. That whiff though.
Unfortunate.
It's just a ping. Oh, ooh, okay, that's
Gonna
only
try to get
10
some
then.
more grenades out there. Really want to try close in on these
Getting some
guys. They've
hits.
engaged. They need to take advantage of the fact that they started this fight.
Oh my god, look at that
And
beautiful
there
shot.
it is, a beautiful lineup, but he is going to get hit by that thermal. Thermite, sorry.
But they got hit by Gibraltar ulti right here. Taking some serious damage.
Fantastic ultimate
And
from
it's from
Gibraltar. But there's
Shubi.
another team now
Shubi.
closing in behind them.
Yep.
They heard the fight going on. They heard that some people were damaged, and they want to come in and steal those kill points.
They're definitely looking for actions. 24 hours. You're gonna get the adrenaline pumping. No stop.
Wemlin on the Valkyrie trying to heal up those shields, trying to get them all back up to max so they can begin this engagement.
You have another team right over here. Probably gonna try and push this up. We got
Closing in. Ooh, and being able to crack those shields.
that's a
Fantastic
Maggie
work.
Q. But they're not pushing in. Probably because they heard quite a lot of gunshots around. It's best
There is
not
a
to
lot
be-
going on
Yep,
in this area.
everybody's,
They
like,
know they're
closing
down
in
that
right
hill.
here. Oh. Red one taking that Horizon out like a free kills. Managed to kill box of potatoes.
Taking full advantage of that Bloodhound ult and that extra movement speed. Really showing off and putting on quite the show right now.
Yeah, but there's like so many people around here. People are fighting left and right.
Target spotted far off.
We have certain teams that are just stuck right in the middle of it.
Yep,
They're just
there's-
able to
there's
hide
no
away,
cover
wait
over
for
here.
some damage
Ash
to be
out
spread.
there to get into the cover. Quite nice. Very smart move. Managed to get away from that fight.
This is a fantastic position for that Ash ult to be dropped down, but there are people just around the corner
Ooh,
over here.
Look at it. Look. Beautiful tap strafe on the Pathfinder. Managed to get away with exactly 1 HP left.
That ring is closing in though, and it is closing in fast.
Yep.
Everyone knows,
But this
everyone
is
sees
only
it, and they're
ring
all
two.
going to be pushed closer and closer together, and that pressure is going to
Yeah.
continue to build
You
on
can
all these
see,
teams.
Team 17 has the high ground here, holding this
The
checkpoint.
Team 17 has a beautiful position right now because all those enemy teams are being pushed up towards
Yep,
them.
But look at all the Valkyries using their ults.
It looks like they have just seen though where the next ring is, and they want to take full advantage of that knowledge and move as soon as possible. Get into a safer place, get into a position where they can take full
Oh,
advantage
somebody
of.
just ran through.
Don't let them
This
slip
m-
away.
They're still in the ring. They're still
Yep,
safe. Going
they're
through that
still
pipe,
safe.
they're fine.
Oh, that whip. Finish up the whole magazine.
Unfortunate. Not able to land those shots, able to connect.
Yeah, but Shadows did take out Lucky. Anyone else here?
Really secure those kill points there.
Gonna loot up.
Loot up. Get ready to loot and scoot.
Yes, we're seeing Team 16.
Meanwhile, center of next ring. Here we go. Team 16 again. Using
hard.
that Bloodhound ult, using that extra speed, extra momentum. Get in, break those shields, knock those people down.
Finishing it off. Everything else. Armor swap. Back to full HP. Managed to take out another team.
Beautiful, beautiful work from Team 16 there. Just cleaning out. They know their engagement, they know what they need to do, and they're pushing in, and they're cleaning up, getting that loot, and then moving on.
1 second. We got this.
Oh, they just finished the fight. Oh my god, I didn't get catch that one. But we got another one.
They are on the recovery now. Meanwhile,
Oh, nice finish.
oof, securing more and more kill points. Team 8 here. They know what they want, they know what they need.
That's a gold shield, meaning that every shield cell will now heal up 50 armor instead of 25 for a good what do you call that, forward strategy.
We got this.
Yeah, and it looks like they've prepared the cells for it as well. Oh, and a beautiful TP there. Able to get their Valkyrie back in the game, back ready to go. They are going to need to heal up though. Top themselves up. They hear these fights going on, and a beautiful cleanup right there from the Wraith. But
This is
once
caught in
again,
the open.
caught out in the open as this ring is closing in.
Yep, but as
The
any
pressure
red-
really mounts if you're not ready, if you're not prepared for that
and the
ring to start
is
closing
here.
in.
Oh,
Then
it just closed just in time, but the enemy is gonna be up all over them right now.
This won't hurt. Hold on.
a dangerous out in the open res here
Yep.
in the ring as well.
But
They
there
are
is
going
a
to
faster
top themselves up.
revive if you revive any friendlies in the hit shield.
And that's very important information. They know that they can make full advantage of it. There is a lot of people in this inside of this Loba ult here.
Red Bull, you're not taking some serious damage.
That's the thing, whenever a fight's going down like this in the middle of this Loba ult, you're able to immediately get over to that ult, clean up any of the important items, and then keep on fighting, which is good to know in a situation like this with another Bloodhound ult coming out. Team 16 pushes in once again. The Bloodhound mobility has been king this game. Taking full advantage of these long strafes or these long areas of no cover and just closing the distance in next to no time at all. But once again, that ring is going to start closing in 20 seconds, so they gotta be ready. They don't want to be caught with their pants down like some of the other teams have been so far.
Enemy here.
Team 12 struggling with this high ground advantage. They need to try push this hill. They need to get up there, playing from cover to cover, but
Shot is
they're trying to find a way to
bad,
get
but,
up there.
They got another team coming up from across. Got a view on them, but ring is closing. There's no time to be on this slope right now. Everybody needs to get in and
Which team is it that currently holds the ring? Because it looks like there's only one that's actually... Oh, this team here, is it?
Yep, team number 3.
Team 3, I see. Sitting here, sitting pretty in the ring. Everyone else currently outside. They all know it's closing in. They all know where it's positioned. And they know they need to get moving
Solo here,
ASAP.
although it doesn't seem to mind
Going
at
for
all.
the respawn beacon.
Look at
Out
that,
in
an
the
enemy.
open though.
Oh damn, but this is a very painful bring, but there's a
Oh.
hit shield over here. Managed to use the enemy's
You're gonna try
hit
to take
shield.
advantage of this time.
Oh, managed to
And
kill
then
and gonna
move
go up.
back into the ring.
Oh, that is so beautifully done. Jungji now gonna have to defend this spot. One of the strongest spot right now. The ring is gonna closing on them.
Half the ring is off the map, so that
look
makes
at
it even smaller.
The gold shield is what makes
Team
all the
12.
difference. They're reviving and self-reviving. Free shot.
Really relying on that self-revive right now.
If he just takes some damage, some serious damage. Panic jump with some
Team 19
upstar.
running out. They're running out of that HP pool.
Literally 1 HP left. Gonna battery up, but there's someone else on the other side. Managed to respawn Himuro.
Beautiful respawn. Able to bring Himuro back into the game, back into the fray, and there's all this loot here for them to be able to loot up, and they're end game ready.
Hostile spotted.
Getting a nice TP all the way from the loot into the ring. Beautiful, beautiful plays from Team 11 here. One player down, but they're sitting pretty.
We got a 2-2-3-1 here. 4 squads. And only one
Team
building
20.
left.
Team 20, the previous champions. We're going to see if they're able to once again claim victory from the jaws of defeat. Once again, though, they're doing what we said last time. Knowing those positions, knowing that they're in the ring, knowing that they can take advantage of other fights.
Oh my god, look at it. One bow straight down the Himuro. Jungji managed, so they could just like prey on this fight right now.
Exactly. They know what they're doing. They know where they can and cannot be. And Domo of this bow is just a beautiful thing to see.
Let's check this quadrant. Bogey here.
Domo running onto the roof here. Really holding those angles, keeping them suppressed in that building. So they're engaging 2 teams at once right now, it looks like. Ooh, on the roof is the Pathfinder.
Damn. Took some serious damage though. There is no way they're gonna lose this. They got the best spot. The enemy's probably gonna...
They have the best spot and they know it.
Yep,
All
and
these
it's
other teams that are currently out of the ring,
there's
well, there's
no-
just the
all
one
the
other
other
team.
Yeah, there's only
There's
one other
just
team.
the
It's
one
a
other
duo.
team that's at it, and they're not out of the ring. They're right beneath them, right under their feet.
Yep, it's probably gonna be a hit shield fight. But I think they're actually gonna just drop down and try and beam them together. They're still playing with the Marvin right down there. I heard it. I heard it.
They're really
Let's go
trying to
this
get
way.
some last-minute gotcha in. As the ring starts to close in around them,
Might be something good this way.
it's gonna start to mount that pressure. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna peak?
Hostile right here.
Gibby trying to get a little bit of early damage in. Gibby still on purple
explore this
shields
way.
as well, so I imagine they're trying to get that extra little bit of a shield boost, get them up to red. And the engagement seems to have begun.
Yep, and the ring is actually going to close outside, so definitely the team on the roof is gonna win right here. There's no doubt about it, because the
Really going to start to get forced out there. The other team that's beneath Team 20 right now is going to need to make a move.
Contact with
Because
target.
they're going to start to realize that they're not going to be able to hide inside. They're not going to be able to stay there this whole time.
Yep.
They got to do something, and they got to do
It
something
would have been
fast.
really different if the other team had a Gibraltar and throw an ult.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, being able to completely area deny the rooftop there with a Gibraltar ult, but no such luck, unfortunately.
Check out this way.
All right, here we go.
Ice Cream
here
Man
we go,
really
Here we go.
wants
Here
to
we
get
go.
the thermite out.
Oh my god, my heart's.
All the grenades are coming out now. All the grenades are being dropped down into that ring.
Bubble is up. Fight is begin. Pathfinder takes some serious damage.
Here we
Wraith
go.
is down. And Team 20 is the champion once more.
Once again, Team 20 with a beautiful performance. Beautiful performance from Team 20 there. And what we just saw then is that it wasn't luck. It wasn't luck in the first game, it doesn't look like. I said it could have just been from where they were positioned. It could have just been where they were placed, and they were able to take advantage of the positions that they had from where they started. But no, we see it once again repeated. And, you know, 1-to-1 makes a line, line's a pattern. These guys know what they're doing. They know that they can take those positions. They know where it is best for them to be and where they need to be moving to.
That's
to
right.
win these games.
And if I'm not mistaken, they don't really have like the most kills in the game because they were playing pretty safely throughout the game. So yep, they have 2 to 4 kills. So that gives them about 8 points from kills with the first place 12 pointer. So that gives them about 20 points. So other teams that probably try to chase can probably do quite well. But I'm not really seeing much other team.
They're getting those points, but it seems like if you get a little bit too kill hungry, it starts to throw you out of position, because it seems like Team 20 really focuses on positioning, is what I'm sort of starting to pull out of this. Though they're not getting all the kills in the world, anyone who gets in their path gets shredded. It's like a truck down the freeway. Anything that's going to stand in the way of them getting to where they need to be to win this game is going to get shredded. Sometimes it looks like when you get a little bit too kill hungry, you start to veer off the path. You start to go a little bit out there, a little bit further out of the map and so on. And then that's where we see what happened here. The ring starts to close in. You're out of position. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go?
Yep.
And Team 20, they stuck to their guns. They knew what works, and they stuck to it and were able to take full advantage of that victory, getting another champion under their belt.
So they've just been like playing like really carefully. They inch in like bit by bit. Like even though the team were fighting in the last, not in the ring 5, like they didn't just rush in and like keep try to like hunt on all of them. They actually just like moved around a little bit, get a bit of more information on where all the enemies are, and you get a free kills out of that. Like the enemies were just healing from the other fight, and they get like free 2 kills out of that. Like that's exactly like, you know, how safe they were playing and how calculated their moves are.
Exactly. They know that at the end of the day, if they want the points from their position and from their placement at the end of the game, if that's what they're going for their points to come from, positioning is king. Knowing where that ring is, knowing where it's going to close in, knowing where the enemy teams are and who's going to get caught out in the fire, out in the ring, that's what's going to get you those champion positions and get you those position, those win points and so on and so forth, those ladder points. That's where those are going to come from, is knowing strategy. But yeah, we saw some excellent gameplay from Domo that game. Like I said before, they said they're not necessarily a Valkyrie main, but they've just been learning Valkyrie for this, Valkyrie and the Bocek, might I add, for this tournament. And it paid off because we saw some beautiful plays. They put on quite the show. They weren't in a lot of fights, but every fight they were in, they were landing those criticals. They were breaking those shields. They were taking good positions to be able to have a good engagement where they can just clean up.
Yep, and we're going on the last game in the classic World's Age, the one that tournament plays are mostly done in, and I'm quite excited to see, you know, what's a real tournament level gameplay is gonna look like. Do you think Team 20 is gonna take the spot once again?
It's entirely possible. I think that, I think it's entirely possible that Team 20 could once again take a champion, or at the very least, a very, very high position seat in this final game if they continue to stick to their guns, continue to follow that strategy of being able to know where they need to be, where they need to go, and where they're going to end up, and follow through with that plan rather than veering off the path, going to go for all them kills.
Yep, World's Edge has one of the most complex buildings around. They even have like multiple floor buildings, so it's gonna be like a lot more tactical than just simply, you know, rushing in and jumping in on using a mobile ability. So we're gonna see some quite different gameplay. Defensive character is going to be like quite strong on World's Edge, so we're probably gonna see a few more teams running defense. But what do you think, like, you know, what could have been done to like deal with like Team 20?
What could a team do to try to take down Team 20's strategy? It's really difficult because, like I said, it's like the truck down the freeway. What do you do to stop them? They're going to their location. They're not veering off the path. You can't get them out of position. If you get in their way, you're gonna get shredded through. It's real tricky. It's real tricky. I think it's just you got to get there first. That's sort of the only way that I can see that for Team 20 specifically, you can break this cycle is if another team realizes, right, Team 20 is getting all the wins because they're getting the good positions first, and it's putting everyone at a disadvantage. If the game's going to end on a hill, they're already at the top of the hill. So the only way that I can see is if you're able to get to that top of the hill first, if you're able to get that good position before Team 20 and catch them with their pants down on their way towards that good position, you could really start to mess up their strategy. If you start to put Team 20 on the back foot, Team 20 is at the bottom of the hill. Team 20 is in the bottom floor of that final engagement, in that final ring. That's where I think you could start to see the cracks in their strategy. You could start to see some of that teamwork really being tested when they don't have all the cards in their hand.
Yep, so yeah, we're gonna go into a short 5 minutes break. So we'll be right back with the final games of today. So we're gonna be playing on World's Edge, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the tournament in third game, World's Edge. We're back to World's Edge. This is the second map in the game. King's Canyon is not in the rotation this time around. But I also just realized that we can actually play King's Canyon. So if I had known so, I'll probably do a 4 games tournament. But today, that is not today. And for today, we're gonna do only 3 games. And this will be the last game.
Last game of the day for the international division.
Yep.
We'll see how they're able to handle the bitter cold and the scorching hot lava on World's Edge.
That's right. And will any team be able to overtake the team 20? Because it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible because it's been done before in my previous tournament. The grand champion is not the team with the most champion. You heard it right. They didn't score, like, they only scored 1 champion, but there's another team that scored like double champion, but they didn't win because the sheer amount of kill points allowed them to overtake the first place. So that is pretty scary. But that was Ashari Ari's team, and he's not playing today. So we can see that the team this time around is playing a lot safer, and we can see even the champion is playing like a very safe strategy. But look at that.
There they are. There's Team 20. Yeah, that's the thing, is that at the end of the day, when we tally up the points, that's where we'll really see who's managed to take full advantage of those kill points and those position points.
Yep. So let's look at Team 20 and how do they plan in their starting drop. Right, so we have World's Edge. Of course, World's Edge is famous for fragment, but we're in a tournament, so I think not many people actually dare to drop in a fragment, but I'm expecting
it's
at least
a very scary place to land.
Enemy over there.
But here we go, Team 20 making their way down. Let's see where they start off.
In my sights. Going to check it out over there.
And that's the thing, is that they're champion this time, so they got that trail on them. People might know where they are and might want to try, steal that crown from them.
Yep. This is Fortnite. Okay, sorry, this is Apex Legends. Alright, so we're looking at least 2 teams in fragment. Yep, as I thought. So there's East fragment, West fragment, and they're taking 1 each. And on the other side of the team, we got Shubi's team. Oops, I dropped my iPhone here. Not sponsored. We got Team 15 here.
Yeah, bet.
Got Team 15 here in fragment. Do they know that the opposing team is the champions?
Know where they are. They know where that champion squad landed.
Yeah, but do they know it's a champion team? They probably don't know yet, but they probably will know once they start engaging. But if Team 20 get wiped out like in the first team, then there is a quite high chance that another team might overtake their position in the scoreboard.
It really starts to become anyone's game at that point, because Team 20 is very highly relying on those position points, those either victory points or
that Amami is already gone here. I'm not sure what happened. Did they complete the fight? Nope, the fight is still going on. Oh, 45 damage on that Peacekeeper. Another 9 damage on that Valkyrie. 36. 76. Oh my god, beautiful Peacekeeper. But Ose was taken out quite instantly. I think it's a 3v1 at this point. It doesn't even... Oh my god, just look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, this is top tier Peacekeeper.
It's beautiful.
They get blocked. Oh, they managed to get 1 banner. And it's a Valkyrie, so he'll probably be able to...
This is a very dangerous situation, though.
There we go. They're gonna corner in, get that banner, probably.
No, they don't want it just yet. It's very risky to take that banner at this point.
They couldn't swap armor. There's no armor to swap with. 56 damage.
Oh, able to crack once again. If they deal that damage, can they clean it up?
Just a little bit more.
Oh,
still not down yet.
Not quite. It is
very, very
close right now.
Oh, Loba is down, so we're looking at...
They're gonna need to top up that PK though.
He just have to heal himself. Oh my god, this is what's strong about Valkyrie. Are we gonna see... Oh my god, that's flick. But that's a miss. You're gonna have to heal up here, but there's nothing to heal up from. He's probably gonna wait for that revive sound. Probably a good idea. Oh! That clutch!
Beautiful finisher!
Beautiful finish. He's gonna reset his team here. There's no one else is gonna come over here for in a long while. But that
And
was
that's gonna
worth the watch.
set them up for a revive, and with the current kill leader.
And
Oof,
next soldier
unfortunate
got
there.
taken out. Didn't see that one, but we get to see that clutch though. That was definitely worth the watch. So we got another fight.
Beautiful, beautiful plays.
Fighting down in the tunnel. White,
Meanwhile,
white,
in the
blue.
tunnels, yeah.
I don't think these two teams have like good loot over here. Pushing into that.
They might not have good loot, but they want to try get these enemies down as quickly as possible. And it looks like they're able to do that to be able to collect all the loot that they've picked up so far.
Clean shots, clean kill. All teammates still standing. I'll probably get to hear that, but both of these teams aren't really like looted up, and there's like one team right in front of them. But I don't think they
when
know
it gets
about
to
it.
this when it gets to this point where you have so many teams that have dropped down all so close together with
Oh, look at this, 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 look at this.
borrowing loot pools.
Oh, we got Caustic versus Caustic here.
Oh,
Just gonna throw that whole gas out.
The
taking
battle of the
2
gas.
damage here. Using that.
the war on Stank.
Oh, this is just. Oh my god. This is just a massacre.
Pulling out a PK,
Oh, managed to use that cover. Beautiful. Instant kill.
cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic plays from Jex there. And now they're gonna set up. They're like, no, this ain't your place for the stanky
Yeah,
juice.
look what I
This is
said.
my
They
place for the
actually,
stanky gas.
they actually had 2 defense heroes here. They got both Watson and Caustic here, going for the.
Like you said, they know they have all these buildings that they can take full advantage of.
And we're gonna see another team. We're gonna try and eat this team up, but they got double defense, so this is not gonna be easy. Must take some serious damage here. We gotta see Horizon queue up.
Gonna really see some Rainbow Six Siege
None of
level
those grenades
strategies
gonna help
coming
because
out
there's
to
a
try to
Watson
reach out.
pylon inside, canceling all that grenades. So I don't think they should go for this. They gotta have to let this team go, but they got a Loba out here, gonna try to deny those loots.
See if they can steal some stuff. Taking advantage of those Black Friday sales, going ahead and stealing all that stuff from the death boxes. But I don't imagine there was too much left from the team wanting to heal
they're
themselves up and
definitely
top everything up.
Gonna dish this. Loba can just use a bracelet out unless it bucked out. Okay, it doesn't.
No. They're able to get out of there. Quick yoink and go.
Yep, they
And then
know
moving on.
2 defense heroes is definitely not worth the attempt unless they themselves have some sort of assault legends. And it's quite peaceful right now. I don't think there's gonna be any fight anytime soon, but the circle is gonna close. We'll probably see some fight in Fragment. We got about 2 teams closing in Fragment. We're probably 2 teams probably gonna pass on Landslide, but I think everything is gonna end up in Tomo Station. So
And that ring's closing in, so quite a few of these teams are going to start to come across one another. As we can see down the bottom there, close to the tree, we've got what looks like 3 or maybe possibly 4 teams that are all sort of lined up to
Oh, what's happening here?
end up in engagements.
Looking
Team
Jigsaw
16
ulting
though,
here, and his armor is off. Whoa, having to take that damage because of the ult. Rumi Naita is actually
Yuna
down,
able to-
and we thought nothing's about to happen here.
Yuna in a very difficult situation here. Stuck outside of ring, low health, just about able to heal their shields up. Need to be careful. Take advantage of these buildings, take advantage of all the cover that they have in their vicinity. Really try to top themselves up there. But that's the thing, when you have these early games where people are landing in really close vicinity, you're basically borrowing loot pools. You gotta go into those engagements. You gotta start those fights. You gotta start trying to steal as much of the loot as you can, as everyone else is scrambling over it.
And I think those replicators are from the previous team, and they just daylight robbery. We see another fight here. right in the ring, chasing using the Octane's jump pad. Oh my god.
Target spotted.
Look at the Peacekeeper whipping 9 damage on that Peacekeeper, and now it's just gonna backfire because there's so much damage taken from the ring. But they managed to kill the Octane running, so they get one team out. There's a
Very
kill
lucky.
leader.
They are gonna need to start to heal themselves up though. They're looking awfully dangerous.
But this is only the first ring, and second ring is
It's only first ring though.
Yeah, but we do see
They're
the other
fine.
teams circling around here.
They also have ring vicinity right there, right next to them. They know they can loot up. They know they have the time.
One touch spot.
Beautiful Wraith photo. Give them
There it is, straight
passing
back
the,
into ring.
Yeah, swapping the gold helmet. The gold helmet reduces the cooldown of all your abilities, including your ultimate. So you can actually pass it around and make sure everybody gets their ultimate before the next fight begins.
And I think it's a very, very wise decision there to
Oh,
give it to the
Look at this
Wraith.
positioning in thermal station. Like everybody took their position early on. We're gonna see some serious Mexican standoff here.
They have ring. They know they have it. They can just sit here and try to take some pot shots and get those shields up.
Yep, but I don't think this position will be the final ring. They will eventually
I don't
have to
think
go
so
through
either.
that heals, but definitely they don't want to go there over right now because everybody's closing in. They're gonna be very open to all sides.
Right now, it's the information game. They got to try to figure out where everyone is, where they can get their shots off, and then where they're going to be able to go next.
Oh, 43 damage on that one.
That is definitely a position that they want to clear out of enemies, because if that ring starts closing in behind them, that's the direction they're going to want to get going. They really want to start showing these guys, start bearing their fangs to these guys up here on the hill.
The 30-30
Trying
is
to get
quite
them
an
to move along.
underrated gun that hasn't seen much play. Even the bow is starting to see more play than the 30-30. Simply because
seem
the
that way.
wingman is just a better 30-30 in every way. But now that the wingman's not on the floor loot, so people are starting to consider guns like 30-30.
And that's the thing, we're still very, very early in this mix-up of the meta. So people are, it looks like people might be experimenting a little bit. Trying out the 30-30, trying out the bow check more, trying out all these different guns to see if they can find a replacement possibly for them.
Alright, we got a fight probably gonna closing in here. The Shubi's team is gonna move in into this area. We can see the next ring here. It's actually going on the west side of this ridge. So Shubi actually has the best position right now. There's no team that's gonna circle around this area. They're gonna have like the best view that you can see. Every enemy is coming up.
Honestly, Team 15 has a, like you said, a beautiful position right now, able to take full advantage of dealing that damage on this other team that's
Look at
sandwiched
the
in.
amount of horizons and charged rifle here. Look at that, everybody's packing a charged rifle.
When you got those long straightaways, charge rifle really comes in handy.
Charged rifle is like effective in any range. Like even as long if you can see the enemy, you can hit it. That's why it's just
Exactly.
so consistent.
Let's scope this quadrant down here.
Very consistent, very applicable to almost any situation.
Should we got the purple armor? I think she was just farming that purple.
There we go. That's all they really needed from an engagement like that. They can keep going, trying to get somewhere closer to red, but they don't really need to. They've got what they wanted.
Yep. So because they probably need to save up bullets at this kind of ring. I don't think there's gonna be much room to get any loot after this.
Exactly. This is where the crunch starts to happen. This is where people start trying to hoard some of that ammo and really consider if this is an engagement that they can win, if they're going to take it.
Oh, look at that bow hit on Jia. That's probably a headshot dealing about 90 damage. You can see Watson pylon coming up.
Ooh, a lovely straightaway there. Able to get a little bit of extra damage.
The charged rifle only deals its maximum damage at the end of its shot, so the first few damage very few. It's almost irrelevant, but still some damage.
All right. Seems like they might have heard something. They might have noticed something. And yes, they have. There are two teams up here. They're going to be able to third party and get
Omegashina is
those
just gonna
easy,
bail
easy
out
kill
of
points.
this, and Sunshita is actually trying to heal up right here. They are cornered down in this truck.
Exactly.
Whoa!
Here they go.
Look at that 100
Oh,
damage
a
grenade pushing the
beautiful
enemy
grenade.
straight out of the cover. But they were all healing, so they couldn't have maximized that blow.
Team 14 is in a bit of a precarious spot with that beautiful, beautiful grenade placement. They were able to buy some extra time,
They
but they
do
have
have a
multiple
redeploy.
squads around them.
They could redeploy with the what's this thing called?
The jump tower.
The jump tower. All right, the jump tower. I was about to say balloon. I'm like, that's so unprofessional.
It's close enough. There we are, trying to strafe and dodge some bullets there by
Alright, we
swinging
got some
around on that
serious fight
jump
over
tower.
here. I think there's about 4
Yes, up
teams
in the
lined up
north,
in
so
this.
much going on.
Making contact with enemy.
Team 17 here. Trying to see what they can pick up.
Oh, managed to get away
Oh,
with only 1 HP left, but he
just
dropped
about.
in front, but the enemy's not looking. So, oh, and it's still down anyway.
Oh, unfortunate. I was about to say it's a good thing there ain't no full
Couldn't
damage in this
back it
game.
up. Shadows is the one left. They were taking serious damage from all sides. He managed to get away, but it's just a seer. Can he do anything about it?
Just
Taking
by
one
the
more
skin
damage.
of his teeth.
Just not good enough.
Unfortunate.
Explore this way.
That's a very unfortunate situation to be stuck in,
Yep.
where you have enemies closing in all around you.
Shadows is the last one of this team, but we can see Havoc here with the charger.
Oh!
Very strong, but taken is cracked. Gonna have
Lot
to
of
dodge
damage
this away.
taken there.
Healing up.
We should go here.
There is another team now.
Yep.
Hopper right here.
They managed to recover completely. Now they just have to go in because they don't really know like how many enemies are they fighting for, so they are being very careful. But instead they're gonna chase for that one person running away. So this is a much easier fight than the other one.
Going ahead and taking the fights, they know that
Trying
they
to
have a
snipe
real
with a
good shot at winning.
peacekeeper. I don't think that works, but they're getting shot from behind.
That's the thing, they began to engage that other team behind them, so they know their position. Meanwhile, over here at Team 6. Matsu seeing if they can connect some shots.
Yep, but there is an enemy with a bow, actually quite far away. It's just so scary to hear that arrow passing by you. You know that sound.
Friendly trap deployed.
Come on, this way.
Especially with the amount of damage that that bow can deal to your shields. Very, very scary.
We can see the double defense team here. Ooh, 104 damage on that headshot.
Oh my!
Peacekeeper shot. My god. There's no
Peacekeeper
way.
has really been tearing through teams this game, it looks
Yeah.
like.
There's no way anyone can break through this defense.
This,
Definitely.
this building is definitely
Yeah,
locked down.
It's rented out. Unless there's a crypto, but I don't think there's any more crypto left. I don't see any more crypto. Yep, there's only there's no crypto at all actually. There was like the only team that can completely counter a defense team is having a crypto.
We don't have any on the board, it doesn't look like, does it?
Well, Looney's team is right in the middle here. They're stuck in between two teams. They're gonna have
Really
to push
stuck
one
out in the open.
Yep.
They're gonna need to make a move right here and now because these teams are closing in. All of them are hungry for those
They're
kill points.
outside with the Sears ultimate giving them good info, but there's just way too many teams around them. Even if
It's
they don't
just
kill
too
each other,
much.
other teams are just like scavenging this fight. And that's it for them.
Oh my! They're dropping like flies out here, Apex. They're dropping like flies. And now, looks like AJ is going to be able to come in and clean up a lot of this loot. Get themselves all equipped and ready to
one
go.
rat here.
Trying to get a higher position.
Look at that. Just praying to gods. Probably gonna summon a titan.
Do
Probably.
they have do they have those Valorant level lineups? Are they able to get some easy free damage off of this Q?
Damn. Yeah, this is probably just gonna.
Meanwhile, Team 15 are locked and loaded. They know what their strategy is. They know they're still in the ring, but they're only barely at this point.
Yeah, but
They
even
really gotta
though
be
they get a
careful.
good placement point, they have like almost no. They got 3 assists. Oh, they got 4 kills from Jax. Wow, single-handedly like killing 4 people. Look at that! You can't even walk in with the gas.
The amount of electricity
here
going
we go,
off
here we
and
go,
on
here we
is
go.
very disconcerting.
It's only a solo. They
Here we
can
go,
push
Team
this.
20, our reigning champions. Once again, making it all the way to this final ring here.
Say we move this way.
Oh my god, that's a little bit of an overkill for the solo rat.
I'm not sure if they know it's just the one guy,
Yep.
Hostile right here.
but they're taking, you know, not taking any chances.
Oh, there is a different. I think there's a different team over there. Are they both?
Here they go, pushing in.
Yep, one of them is already down. Look at that, nice, beautiful down.
Able to clean up that gibby, break them shields,
Heavy
take
push.
full advantage of that enemy dome. But this is utter chaos. This is a war zone that we're seeing right now.
Yep, and
They
the
need to
fight's
charge
not
up and get
over
ready for
yet.
the next engagement because it's starting right
Got a
here, right
dome,
now.
Right, armor swap, full back to full. Darulu is down. Oh my god, is it gonna be the pot? Oh, managed to kill back Jax.
Oh my
The
goodness.
main kill leader
damage,
is
the bubble comes down.
Peacekeeper's not hitting enough shots, but that R301 though is a completely different level. Oh!
Beautiful damage.
Beautiful
Oh my
melee
goodness.
finisher.
The reigning
A
champions.
good way to end the day. My
Going
god.
3 for 3, undefeated. Team 20. Fantastic work.
Apex champions.
With decent kills and decent what do you call that, placement, there's no way any other team can overtake this position, but we will see the final point count a bit later though. So if you want to see what's the final score, I think it's probably gonna take about 10 minutes or more. So let's just talk about that game though. Damn.
That was a fantastic game. I have to admit, there was so many moments in there where we saw the Peacekeeper come out and just absolutely clutch up.
Yep, that clutch
There were
at
so
the
many
early
engagements
game.
that were so close quarters, so right up in your face, and the Peacekeeper is able to thrive in that kind of an environment. Really rip through those shields and get them people nice and ready to be killed up by a secondary or even just a couple headshots.
Yep, and that win is absolutely a strategic win. Like on all 3 games, they weren't like killing half the lobby. Like in some of my previous tournament, like there was a clear like difference in like power level between the players. So like one team always kills like 20 per game, but Team 20 doesn't really like take that huge amount of like kills. They just win with like superior positioning and good decision making.
This is a team of fantastic players. This is a team of players that know what they need to do to win. They know where they need to be to win, and they take full advantage of that knowledge. Like I said, there was many times throughout this game where I was just wondering, where's Team 20 right now? What's
Yeah.
going on? Is Team 20 still in the game? Is Team 20 still going strong? And
Yeah.
lo and behold, they were. That's the thing, is that they're not so out of this world on
That's right.
on kills and on Cloud 9 where they're just flooding the kill feed with kills and
Yep.
getting all those points from that, but they know what they're doing, they know where they're going, and they get to those positions, and then they just clean up the game.
Yep, there's a lot you can learn from the gameplay. I can't wait to go and see their point of view after this. Like I want to see exactly how their comms going on and how they make those decisions, because those are what won their games. And yeah, like averagely that's just basically, you know, Apex Legends. Like it's not just about, you know, hitting your shots. It's also about, you know, where do you go, like finding out what's the play, when do you fight, and just making the most out of what you have.
Yeah, and also knowing what, or being able to predict what's coming next. Because with those rings closing in smaller and smaller and smaller all around you, you need to be able to strategize. All right, well, we're here right now, and this is our situation right now. Where are we going? And what's going to be happening in the future? So Team 20 was really fantastic at being able to know, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to loot up here. Once they get there, once they loot up, they're like, all right, we're moving to here because the ring's going to be here. And then they get to their new position. They did not deviate from their plans, is what it looked like from the display that we just saw. It looked like they had very regimented plans that they set out. I imagine that within their comms, they had someone that was really taking the lead and just being able to say, right, we're going here, let's go. And then everyone followed, and they go there, and anyone that gets in their way, they just steamroll through them.
Yep, definitely a very powerful team here. But anyway, I just wanna a little bit of airtime for myself here. I will be hosting a next tournament, which is the Apex Invitational, but it's gonna be somewhere out in the September or October, so the dates have not been confirmed yet. I'm still looking for sponsorship, and you could be one of the sponsors. You could donate to my Streamlabs down in my description below, and all those funds will go directly to the prize fund. So if you like what you see today, if you want to see more of what you see today, help me to sponsor like that tournament. And I appreciate your help and all your support. Thank you very much. And not forgetting, thank you so much for co-casting with me, Pandaran. Let's give Pandaran a little bit big of shout out. And Pandaran, anything that would you like to? What's he doing next?
Yeah, well, I mean, I stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pandaran_. That's me. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Apex. Sorry, not Apex, sorry. We're going to be playing Valorant tomorrow on my stream. Having a good time in there. But the big thing that I would like to be able to shout out is I have a re-debut coming up.
Oh,
I have a new model. Yep, it's all been announced. It's all been shown off on my Twitter and such. And on July 1st, I am going to be re-debuting with my new model, new emotes, lots and lots of new stuff to show off. So I would love to be able to see a bunch of you guys there. That would be really, really cool.
Alright, July 1st is next week, guys. Mark that in your calendar. So give Pandaran like a huge support. Thank you so much for coming with me. And I will be checking in. My star will be calculating the marks right now. So I'll be back in about probably 5 to 10 minutes with the results. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys, okay, maybe in 10 minutes, but that's all for tonight. That was a good game, really good, beautiful game, and that was Apex VC Tournaments Day 2 International. So tomorrow we'll have another tournament at the same time, 9 p.m. plus 8 GMT, and it's gonna be a very weird one. Why? Because tomorrow the rule is a drafted legend. That means half of the roster cannot be played. All the meta legends are banned. What do you think of that, Pandaran?
That's gonna really shake things up. Like you said, we've just started this new meta. People are just trying to train. They're just trying to get used to all these new things, and to completely shake up the roster is really gonna cause some interesting stuff to come out from the players.
Yep, and we're not gonna see any race. We're not gonna see any Gibraltar. None of those. We're gonna see a lot of Maggies. We're gonna probably see a lot of Bangalores, and hopefully this will continue to create more interesting tournaments for you guys to watch. And if you like,
I think there's going to be a lot of sleeper legends.
Yeah, definitely.
Where it's,
especially Lifeline just got buffed.
Exactly.
Oh
and is
God,
Lifeline going to be in the pool?
Yep, Lifeline's in the pool because it's based on the previous tier. Yep, but alright, so I'll be back with the score result, but this is it for Pandaran. Say goodbye to Pandaran, and thank you so much for today, and I'll see you guys real soon.
Gun Panda, everyone!
Let's get it. Alright, the results are in. We don't have like the full results yet, but we do have the top 3. So let's take a look at who are the top 3. So I'm just gonna quickly, what do you call it, MacGyver this. Just give me a second. Alright, first place up, we got Team 20. So let me see if I can find. Alright, Team 20 is in first place. So congratulations to Domo, Daryl, and Ice Cream Man. And second place we got team number 8. That's team number 8 is Bopper Dopper. That's Mika, not chocolate. That's Mika. Crap, I should get Mika's PNG right here. ASAP. Just give me a second. Let me see. And the third place we got is Team 15. Team 15 is Hazuka Chais. They made a comeback in this tournament. So how much points do you think they got? So wait a minute, let me get let me get Mika's PNG on top here, because Mika's PNG is not here yet. Let's get her PNG. Mika is a little bit of a last minute addition to the team, so that's why she's not in the what do you call that? She's not in the promotional poster, so I apologize for that, but I'm getting her PNG right now. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Boom. There we go. There we go. She had a special. Yeah, she had a special full character. Alright. Alright, so first place got a total of, let me see, 55 points. That's right. I should probably go from bottom. It's okay. Alright, so how do I add text? Text source. Alright, that works. Let's see. Maybe change the color. Yep, so that's 55 points. Second place is at 37 points. And third place is at 32 points. Just one last. Alright, so congratulations to the champions of today in Apex VC Tournaments Day 2 International. So we got Domo the Roboto, Derry Lulu, and Ice Cream Man with 55 points, and we got Bopple Doppel, Mika, and Shenite at 37 points, and we got Jax, Gamlinja, and Shubi at 32 points. So they did play really well. We can see that Shubi's team played a bit of mix between the aggressive and the defensive. So I'm guessing because they went defensive, they couldn't get that much kill points. But Bopple Doppel and Mika did really well at like scavenging kills. So they did very well at like getting that third-party kills. But I guess they play high kill points and they couldn't really secure that top positions. And we got of course Team 20 at the champions at 55 points, doing perfect gameplay in all sense. They take good positions, they went for placements, they went for kill points, but very carefully. So that is it all for today. Thank you so much for watching me, thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, same time, 9 p.m. for day 3 drafted legends. And until next time, Yasumi, Yatsukare, bye bye.